Feature Friday.
The freshest.
So this got recommended in one of our live streams. By the way, we live stream every Friday at 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. UK time, and it's called Feature Friday Station. So do tune in every Friday. We do live stream, and we check out music live on the moment, and we talk to you guys, which is quite fun because we don't really get to do that live in the moment. And this got recommended there. It's from Berklee Indian Ensemble, or Ensemble. Ensemble, right? And it's the first time we're gonna check out, because this time they're like in a studio. They're no longer like in that sort of seminar looking thing. So let's give it a watch. There's lots of percussion, there's lots of intriguing vocals, and lots of classical influences. So let's give it a watch.
Again, don't forget to tune in this Sunday at 12 p.m. UK time for our podcast with Bang Jungkook, a Korean hip hop idol, super dope. You're gonna love that podcast. So
like hip hop, you'd like that podcast.
That's happening on Sunday, 12 p.m. UK time. Just wanted to remind you all. Okay.
So it's Power Station.
Let's have a look. Cool angle.
Or is that 360?
Ding, ding, ding.
So that's Tamil, I think. Hey, there he is. The ginger fella. You know,
can we talk about that freaking intro? What on the earth?
Is it a bit smaller? Put the screen up again.
Is it?
I don't know. It looks different, but anyways, it's intriguing because obviously the reason why a lot of people wanted me to check it out and wanted you to check it out is because
the heavy percussion tabla playing here.
Yeah. So and it's also one of the best examples of the relationship between percussion and vocalizations, which is very unique to sort of India, all parts of India actually. This is Tamil, from what they told me. So there are also specific parts of India that wouldn't be able to understand Tamil, but this is kind of like pinnacle instrumentalization of Tamil instrumentalization. But it is kind of one of the best examples I've got of, just culturally speaking, how percussion is so intertwined, and it's never, I guess this explains better why it's never been left behind even in the commercial music, because it's so intertwined in their veins, like it's just in their roots. Yeah,
it's such a core element of music itself, like the percussion aspect of it. The fact that you could have a whole song, because that's what it felt like, that whole intro. It's 40 seconds, and the whole of that section felt so full, so complete, so concrete, that you really didn't need anything else apart from it. And obviously the rhythmicalization of the vocals is so peculiar, so incredibly unseen to me, right? So it's not even like the closer thing I could possibly compare it to in my mind is like rhythmical singing, like speech quality like singing, but it doesn't even come to the same, because there's a certain pattern that is being followed here.
It's also like poetry with music, so it's
like spoken word.
Yeah, it's sort of like spoken word, because it is quite poetic if you actually have a look at the lyrics. I'll try and find the lyrics, but it's quite hard. Someone did say they would be happy to send us some of that stuff. So yeah, if you're watching, do send us some of the translations for some of these.
Just leave them on the comment section below, and I'll make sure to pin it. Yep. It's really great. Bright, and it's so youthful. Yeah, so it you couldn't have picked a better vocalist to lead you in this journey, because that's what this composition feels like. It feels like a journey, like like you're venturing in a brand new world, and I really love the feeling and change of the song itself, because it starts so abrupt with the percussion and vocals. It's very rhythmical, it's very barefoot to the soil, and then suddenly it evolves into this highly melodic, incredible world building through music, through melody itself. It's really fascinating to watch.
If he's describing his experience with the world, it's like a depiction of things. It's really interesting melodically how it can be interpreted. But go on.
It's fantastic. Such detail.
Yeah, it's about the intricacies.
Is that raga? See, that's what I was talking about earlier.
It's as if it's spoken word, but call out and response is
and it doesn't even qualify as a spoken word, because there's such intricacies in the melody that it feels like it's a set path and you cannot get out of it.
Well, now we know it's because of his relationship with Rag.
That's right. But it is so precise. What it's so impressive to me is that even with the inflection of the wording itself and like the rhythmicality in which the inflection of the word falls, it has a specific way of being melody, like having specific melody, a specific note to hit in every single part. And I find that so fascinating because it's so fast and it's so intricate. They're so close to each other in notes.
Yeah, it's also interesting as well on what they would call the arrangement. Like say, okay, we're gonna play this song. Remember, this is the song that has the what would they say, the rag arrangement, what would they say to sort of remind themselves of that arrangement, or how would it be written?
Or is it just especially to this song and that it didn't have any specific arrangement, or that's just the structure of the song?
Yeah, it could be. I guess. But
how would you categorize a song like this?
Yeah,
that would be my question.
Yeah, that's true. Well, because it could be part of the song, but it could also just be an arrangement.
That's right.
Of a song. But I guess what makes the song also memorable is that arrangement, right? Because that's also the intro and now obviously now the mid-section.
Gosh, it's crazy, right?
Yeah.
So many questions. Please, if you do have the answers, feel free to put them down in the comment section below. We'll read them.
It's like Sargam, I think. Sick.
It's so beautiful.
I like her voice a lot.
Fantastic. Wow.
The pianist sings.
Yeah. Wow, it's fantastic, man. Oh, that's fantastic.
You know, also what's interesting? The tabla, which is, kind of in comparison to how kind of like you'd approach a drum set or even other types of minor percussion, when there's specific hits, there was that bang, 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 bang. The tabla never changes. The tabla always is always, it's always the foundation of everything. So
yes.
it's a constant. That I wonder if you go to a lesson, right, and sort of you have like your tabla teacher, your tabla master, I don't know what you call him, and then the philosophy of the tabla. I wonder what they would say. What would be the best approach philosophically, or of the instrument? Because essentially, I guess what I'm trying to say is your approach towards the drum kit. It's to create the backbone of a song, right, and to lead, right. You must lead specific things, tempo. You must lead arrangements. You must lead entrances and exits.
Yeah.
So you have to be the backbone. You're the vertebrae of the song. For minor percussion, you are the dexterity. You are the fine movements of the song. For the tabla, I'm still trying to wrap my head around that.
It's like the constant beat.
You're the heartbeat of the song, kind of.
So it never stops?
It's as if every song was a 4 on the floor. Because that's essentially, when you're drumming and you play a 4 on the floor song, basically every pop song ever, pick out a fucking random Ariana Grande song. It's just 4 on the floor. Doom, 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 doom. That's the sort of heartbeats. You're sort of the heartbeat of the song, right?
Yeah.
People want to remember doom, doom, and you have to carry that shit on job, on tempo, never let it die down or let it grow unless you have to. And that's what will carry the song.
Yeah.
With the tabla, because it's not as simple as a 4 on the floor, there's lots of hits going on.
Yeah.
It's also impact. So there's so much shit going on, but it never changes.
That's right.
What they can do though, which is quite interesting with the tabla, is the tempo management. They're a bit more like aggressive with it. They can speed the shit out of it. You know what I mean? They never slow it down. They always just speed the fuck out of it, and then they kind of go constant. I think they do slow it down at specific moments, but yeah, I wonder what would be like
the philosophy
behind the approach to playing it. You know, if anyone knows, go on.
Maybe we should enroll you in some classes
Of tabla.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, no, I've never really liked.
cool.
I've never really liked the idea. It's gonna sound really bad, but I've never really liked the idea of learning an instrument through classes.
No, but not in like class, not in like class, and like, oh, you sit with other students, but like to sit with somebody who's already been like playing for a long
Oh,
time.
definitely, yeah, I'd love that.
That'd be fun,
I'd
right?
like that, yeah.
I would like to come in just to watch.
Yeah, but I think what would be best, and this is just my personal experience, buy a tabla first. Experiment the shit out of it.
Yeah, familiarize.
Look at YouTube videos. Try and learn as much as you can.
I agree with that idea.
You might develop some bad habits in the way, so just make sure you try and align yourself as technically as you possibly can, sound-wise, and then have someone come in that's quite understanding and open-minded and sort of tweaking things up and down, and then just fucking go out there and play. Because it is music.
It is, at the end of the day.
That would be my advice. Again, I'm not saying I know it all, but that's what I'll do first. If I really wanted to take it on, buy the tabla, fuck my neighbours.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter about my neighbours. They can go to hell. And familiarise myself with the instrument, especially when you have someone, you know, I'm sure a lot of you guys as well, also percussionists or drummers and stuff. It would come natural, but you'd have a natural intrigue.
Yes.
A natural spark to let's see
Curiosity.
what I can do with this. And technically, you might be fucking doing crazy stuff. Maybe not even the right way of playing it, but becoming familiarized with an instrument is definitely better than becoming an absolute stranger to it and developing some sort of fear and.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. I agree with that. Yeah, it's a good approach. That is so hard. That is so hard.
Nice.
His posture is impeccable.
It's a sick bass line.
Oh, he's so cool.
Nice.
Gosh, the scales though.
Oh, look, you see, listen to the tabla. It provides so many different
Wow,
elements.
this is so exciting. Oh my god, this is so fun!
Yeah, because the tabla's aligned with the vocals.
Listen, that section is wild. That is absolutely freaking insane. It's like the progression of the rag there. It's just like it becomes continuous and the breath flows. So even the singing phrase becomes longer and longer, with the less breath. Oh, can I just watch it
Yeah,
again? That's
man.
absolutely freaking wild. That's insane. That's wild. That's one single phrase. That's so cool. Woo! That is wild.
I love that. The guy with the castañas or the jingle thing,
Bells, yeah.
he's stuck in tempo. Like his life depends on it.
Oh, that's so clever.
I love
What
that.
a way to finish
That's
that.
probably one of my favorite videos from Berklee we've seen. That's
wow.
sick.
Wow, that's insane.
And and the thing is, like, just with the tabla and the percussion elements of it, they have so many. It's as if they had access to like all the palette of colors they could possibly make, and all kind. It's like, yeah, it's as if they had like a soundboard, and maybe you want to create a marching sound here for the increscendo, but the tabla can do that. You want to still maintain the heartbeat, which is the jingle. You have these, these two gentlemen. Go down to see the names of the musicians. Put it up so people can see it, mate. What's the violinist guy is Laith Siddiq. I wonder where he's from.
Laith Siddiq.
Because he's always everywhere, that guy.
The bass guitarist is always everywhere too.
Yeah, let's see the
Guy
percussionist.
Bernfield.
So the percussionist was Kaulesh Gary.
Gary Purohit.
And then the tabla percussion, what the fuck?
Giridharan.
Subramanian. And then I don't know what they mean by drums. There's no drums. But yeah, maybe they mean like I don't know. But Yogev Gabai. But yeah, like they can create so many different things. And it is intriguing as well with like, because it looked like that exercise that we saw she was doing with her father, Kaushiki.
Yeah, Kaushiki Chakraborty. I think
That's right.
Her name. Yeah.
She was doing it with her father, who's obviously like a legend as well. So it looked like that exercise, but on crack, on steroids.
But like what that exercise grows to be, like that.
It's incredible.
That is actually crazy because the cross phrasing, the minors and suspendeds in the singing phrases, the breath control and the rhythmicalization, it all has so many intricate elements that in the singing discipline itself, they're isolated, right? Especially in the way I learned it. You learn all of those elements isolated by themselves, and you never really put them together in one piece. You don't cross often your path with compositions that are that complicated and have all those elements come together, say vocally speaking, because they don't only rely on the flexibility of the larynx or the development of the singer itself, but it also requires a certain level of intellect and understanding of music theory itself, or the notion of music itself. You have to be quite familiar with the whole aspect of it. It's quite that's interesting composition overall.
That's why these guys are sort of at the level that they're at, and they're able to sort of create, well, actually listen, digest, and then recreate these sort of pieces. I don't know if these are original pieces. They might be, probably are. I don't know. I have no idea. But the creation process, the creative process of it, you do need a time to digest what you've just created and then simmer, season, and then fucking be able to play it live with everyone else, with all the elements in the moment. So it's such an intriguing process. If there are any behind the scenes of all this stuff, I'd love to see it.
Rehearsal footage or anything like that?
Yeah, we are quite excited because we are planning on going to like our first, I guess, Indian concert in May. the Adijit concert here in, like close to Wembley. Actually, it is in Wembley. So I am interested as well in seeing how those musicians kind of come about and they
Well,
create.
that's a bit more straightforward approach to music. So obviously there are influences.
It wouldn't surprise me if it comes out here and he's does like some fucking arrangement. I don't know because it is part of him and like Adijit's past is essentially is classical stuff.
Training. Yeah.
So I wouldn't surprise me. So I'm really intrigued to see how because I'm sure there's gonna be a tabla in there. I'm sure that's gonna be the first time I see it live.
Yeah.
So it's really intriguing. But anyway, so that's not what you guys thought about it. And goodbye.